Hey guys, this is Ali and I can't believe I'm doing this. I will be reading for 24 hours straight. So I was hell of inspired to do this readathon challenge because I love reading and I want to challenge myself to see if I can read for 24 hours straight without sleeping. So let's get started with it. Here's my beautiful 4-book TBR pile for the readathon. The first book is The Color Purple by Alice Walker. I wanted to pick this book up for a long time. It's on the black culture and I'm currently reading a lot about them. So this was possibly the best next read I could get for myself. I got this amazing John Green Looking for Alaska hardcover at just $185. I couldn't resist buying it. I bought it. Yes, I did it. And now I have to read it. And a lot of people told me that this is a very disappointing read, but I have to read it anyway to judge it. So let's see how it goes. The third book is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I've already started reading this book. I'm about 50 pages in already, but I will include it in my TBR pile because more than 350 pages are left. So how does it matter anyway? The last book in my TBR pile, which I'm not really sure that I'll be able to finish in these 24 hours, is V.S. Naipaul, A House for Mr. Biswas. I've recently started reading Nobel-winning authors every week, and V.S. Naipaul is my next read in that category. So let's see how I like him. I'm starting this challenge on 25th January, 9 in the morning. So the challenge ends at 26th January, 9 in the morning again. So it's the Republic Day in India. I also have a wedding to attend. And since there's a lot of work meanwhile, I hope that I'll be able to finish at least 2 books in this pile. So best of luck to me. So I'll start this readathon by reading The Color Purple by Alice Walker, and let's get started. One pages in this book, and this is about a girl named Sally. She lives in South America and she is married to a man whom her sister loved, and then that man is really older than her. That man has another son called Harpo. Harpo gets married to Sophia, and there's a male chauvinistic ego which resides in both these males, and Sophia and Kelly are currently bonding over the unjust things that have happened to them. And I'm really liking the way the book is written. It's written not really in the current English dialect, but I like how Alice Walker has made this book so much more real with the accent that she has used while writing this book. Also, this book is written in the form of an epistolary novel. These are letters addressed to God, and I really like novels which are written in the letter format. It's 10:15, I'm on page 67 and I am going to have my breakfast now because I'm really hungry. I have upma for breakfast and I love this food so much. Done with my breakfast at 10:25 and I'm going to start reading this book again. So let's get started. It's 12:32 and I'm done reading this book. It was one hell of a read. I am in awe with Alice Walker's writing style and how she expresses so much in so little words. I am particularly very satiated with the beautiful ending. It was a very happy ending, so I recommend it for all of you, and I recommend not to give it to children under 16 years of age because it contains some seriously adult content. I'll probably be going forward and reading Looking for Alaska now, but before that I'll make myself some sweet corn. So my bowl of corn is ready and let me taste it. absolutely fantastic. So I'll start reading Looking for Alaska now. It's 1 p.m. I hope that I'll finish reading it before 4 p.m. because I have a wedding to attend. But I don't think that's possible because this book is almost 300 pages. But if I push myself, I can. So let's get started with it. Also, I'm gonna be opening the cover while reading. So here it comes off. So beautiful. 2:30 and I took a power nap and I'm about 50 pages in and I do not like this book at all because I think that the character of Alaska is very stereotyped, but I think I'll continue reading this because I have to read this to completely judge this book. It's already 4 and I'm just 120 pages in. So I guess I'll be done with this by 6 if I try really hard. So okay, God, give me strength because almost 150 pages are still left. Ugh. Also, I'm still not really liking this book because Alaska's character is really stereotyped. This is the girl who is hotter than hot and she takes everybody's breath away and she leaves everyone wondering why she's so amazing. She's a hurricane, as the quote in the back of the book says. But I find that really stereotyped and it does not really happen. Oh my goodness. This did not just happen. Ugh. There was a major twist on page number 172 and okay, I'm feeling emotionally devastated. Oh God. I hope that I'm going to like this book more now because this was a turning point in this book and I liked it, but I shouldn't. I should cry probably, but okay, let's see. I'm done reading John Green's Looking for Alaska. I did not love this book, but it was good, and especially there's an amazing thing that was introduced in this book, and that is an interest in knowing people's last words, and they are really interesting. I think you guys should check these things out. John Green has himself recommended a great book towards the end of the novel. So the book recommended by John Green himself is Last Words of Notable People by William B. Brahms. I am definitely going to read this. This is damn interesting. So even though I don't really like John Green's books all the time, I really like John Green as a person because he introduces you to so many new things that you were probably never aware of. I'll continue reading Little Women now. Since I have a lot of work to do, I'm going to be listening to the audiobook, alternating with reading the book when I'm free so that I don't waste any time without reading. So let's get started with it. It's 7 and I'm ready to go to the wedding that I have to attend. I'm about 120 pages in Little Women. Now I'll be switching to the audiobook because of course I cannot carry a book to the wedding because they'll surely think that I'm retarded. But I'm never good at small talk, so I'm probably gonna plug my earphones in and listen to the audiobook. In case you want to know that which website I use for listening to the audiobooks, there's an app called LibriVox and I depend on LibriVox for all of my audiobooks. And the website is great, the narration is great almost every time, so I recommend it for all of you. This is my sister. Say hello. Hello. Join the place, but I'm only on chapter 9 of the book and I hope that I'll be able to get out of here soon so that I can finish reading my book. The wedding is over and I'm going to go home, so bye guys. I'm back home from the wedding and I'm on page 204 of this book. I need to read it now real fast, because else I am pretty sure that I'll not be able to finish A House for Mr. Biswas, which was my target for the entire readathon. So let's buckle up and get going, but before that I'll change into my home clothes. So I have changed into my home clothes and I'll begin reading again. It's 11 o'clock and yes, I need to do this real fast. So let's get started. And before that, I'm going to probably tie up my hair. I'm not really liking this book because except Jo, no one really attracts me among the March sisters. The only reason I connect with Jo is because she's an avid reader, and Mr. Lawrence is also an avid reader who is probably going to be her love interest, but I don't know what this book has in store for me. So I hope that Jo and Lawrence end up together, but let's see how it goes. It's 1:54 and I'm finally done reading Little Women. I think I'm not going to read Good Vibes because I found this book very boring. Except Jo, nobody got my fancy. None of the sisters were as great compared to Jo. Their characters were not really built as much as Jo's was. Also, the character of Lawrence is kinda weirdly written. He did not get the highlight that the hero of a novel should get, but I think he's not a hero in this novel. He's just a side character. And these are the reasons why I think I'm not really going to read Good Vibes. So I'll keep this book aside now and begin reading V.S. Naipaul's A House for Mr. Biswas. So the book starts when Mr. Biswas is already dead and then it goes back to his birth and the book then continues. That's all I can say for now. I'll start reading this book ASAP because I have to finish reading this within 7 hours. God give me strength. It's 3:22 and I'm on page 165 of A House for Mr. Biswas, and I really like V.S. Naipaul's writing style a lot, but this book is not a page turner. It's really a drag, but there's something about it that makes me like it so much, and I don't really know what. I'm yet to find it out, and I hope that I'll be able to finish reading this because I'm feeling really damn sleepy. 300 pages in this book. So Mr. Biswas is a representative of human weakness. We want to do so many things, but we are scared of doing them, and that's what Mr. Biswas stands for. He symbolizes that. I'm pretty sure there are many other symbolizations in this book, but my brain cannot grasp them right now. But this book is a drag unless you like the writing style, because you have to find a lot, you have to dig a lot deep to find the plot in this book, because honestly the plot is not a huge plot, but what makes this book great is how he has expressed the events of these people's life. And I'm probably going to sleep now because I need to take a nap of about 2 hours, else I am going to collapse the next morning. I think I need to make myself some coffee and have some chocolate because I need to stay away at least for 3 more hours, and then only I can take a power nap, else there's no way I'm going to finish this book in this readathon challenge. It's 5 and I woke up. I need to have some tea because I'm feeling very sleepy as yet, but I hope that this tea will rejuvenate me. Good morning, BookTube! So I woke up at 5 and I finished reading this book. It's almost 9:20, so I'm 20 minutes late to finish this book for my readathon, but who cares? I finished reading this amazing book. Oh my god. So I don't know what to decipher from this book because there are so many things that I'd like to interpret it as, but the thing that is concerning me the most now is the desire for having my own house. I'm extremely happy with the results of the readathon. I've read 4 books. I've almost liked them all. I loved one of them, but liked them all. So I'm really happy with the reads of this readathon. I hope I'll be having another readathon next month of 24 hours, and in that readathon I'm going to push my limits to 5 books. And I hope I can do that, because if I can read a book of 600 pages in this 24 hours, I bet I can read 2 books of 300 pages and make it 5 anyway. So that would be my goal for my next readathon. I hope that some of you guys will do this readathon after seeing me, because Indians, we need to do this. So many people are doing this out there. So I hope that I inspire at least one of you to do this. If you do it on BookTube, don't forget to tag me. If you do it at your home, don't forget to send me your updates via social media. And till then, bye bye.